Welcome to Your Cochrane right now. This is a weekly podcast all about the best town in the world, Cochrane, Alberta. My name's Eric Ruddle, joined by Lauren Meister. And Lauren, we are so close to Canada Day. And of course, somebody had to go and pretty much destroy the washrooms at Medford Park. Did you see that?
I know. I don't understand that. And the timing of it, there hasn't been a big event over at Medford Park in years. And these washrooms are going to be needed. There's like wall-to-wall activity, thousands of people that are going to be there in just a couple of days. And now there's no washroom. So I know they might actually be up and running. I know they're working really, really hard to get them up and running. But somebody just went and vandalized them. And they're actually waiting for parts right now so they can actually fix them and get them working again.
Yeah, it would have been one thing to go in there and spray paint your name on it and all that stuff. At least they would have worked. But I don't even know. Did they snap some pipes and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what the extent was. We went down there and we were taking photos and whatnot. So it was locked, so we didn't get to see inside. But I don't understand the theory behind vandalizing things. I just don't get it. How does that bring joy to your life? I don't get it.
Well, you're young and you're cool and you're hanging out with your friends in Cochrane and I don't know. I just love the idea of like, what should we do, guys? I don't know. Should we go to your house? No, let's go break some toilets. Yes, high five. Yeah, that'll show the establishment. But that's going on right now. Hopefully it'll be fixed because Canada Day is really shaping up to be maybe the biggest one we've really ever seen.
Yeah,
I mean, the sun is supposed to be out.
That's a bonus.
Yes. Have you ever been to Canada Day and the storms roll in?
Yes.
Yeah, and they like shut the event on and off, right? So the wind comes in, the band shuts down, everybody grabs their lawn chair, leaves. An hour later, they're like, oh, hey, it's going on again. And everybody comes back.
And then you
it's
can
awesome.
Well, and I had the advantage of I used to live in West Valley, so
walking.
I was able to just kind of like sneak in and sneak out. So it was super convenient. But if you have to deal with parking and deal with like walking a ways, that's kind of a pain. But things are looking good for Canada Day, so it should be good. But I think, man, it's going to be huge. The amount of people, it's going to be a huge, huge, huge event.
Yeah, and also huge event going on all through the month of June was the Participation Community Better program. And Lauren, how many minutes did you contribute to make Cochrane? I believe we're in the top 10 communities of all of Alberta. How many minutes are you helping out?
You're just so funny.
How many minutes? I think I've hit over 2,000.
Oh, look at you. You know what? I still have time to log my minutes, actually.
How many minutes, Lauren? Zero.
You know what? You asked for everybody here at Cochrane now to sign up for the team.
Yes.
So I did sign up for the team.
You are one of the few.
Exactly. So you can give everybody else a hard time. At least I took the initiative to sign up for the team. But for some reason, I wasn't able to sync up my watch with the app. And I don't know.
Technology.
I asked you for help. You didn't help me. So it's partially
fault,
on you. But no, I still have time to log my time because I can actually look back. I do have things logged on my phone. So I can put all my minutes in there. I bet you guaranteed I put in more hours than you over the last month.
But that's a really cool feature, right? Because everybody's phone really tracks how much you're walking and how much activity you get. So if you're just figuring this out now, you can go in, log all your minutes, and maybe we could even get Cochrane into the top 5. I don't know if we can win like the top 5 is like Edmonton, Calgary, Red Deer, all these populations just trump us, but it's still worth a try.
We got some pretty active people here in town. I mean, I come to work really early in the morning, and even in the dead of winter, there are people out for runs in the morning.
Yeah, and it's going to be probably throughout the dead of winter that people will soon be commuting to Calgary with that trail opening up. Of course, a big event's coming up on July 3rd up at Cochrane Toyota for the Cochrane to Calgary Trail, and both Mayor Jeff Janung and Blake Richards have been in a bike-a-thon challenge.
Oh, and they're going head to head. Like, we've seen some photos of the two of them. Like, it's pretty competitive.
Yeah,
like,
it's friendly, but it's competitive.
I don't even know how friendly at this point.
Yeah, and of course Blake's gonna win. Like, let's be.
Ooh, how much time have you spent with him?
He comes out. What does that mean?
Well, have you actually seen him out training?
Yeah, he's zooming by the station.
He doesn't even live in Cochrane.
Exactly, he's zooming by Blake, Team Blake.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm 100,000,000% Team Jeff. He's like a triathlete or like Ironman guy.
Okay, so we're going to find out soon. Of course, it all wraps up at the end of June. And we should put a challenge down on this.
Yeah.
A lunch bet. Team Blake.
Team Jeff, 100%. Right. It's on. It's on.
Blake,
hands down.
Don't make me lose my lunch. But that is going on. And really, they are teasing the big announcement at this July event.
Yes.
You got to think it's the name.
Yes. Well, I thought we determined it was going to be like the Cochrane Now Trail.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that what we kind of decided upon? We entered that, right?
If we just put the sign up there first,
yes.
Will they be able to take it down?
Well, depends how heavy and how big of a sign and how nice it looks.
But do you think
right?
you'll do the commute? They're obviously not commute, but do you think you would take your kids? Your kids are both quick on their bikes, and how many K is it going to be? Just over 20?
Well, that might be a little bit of a stretch right
Come
now.
on.
Well, the thing is I've biked with my family over at Glenbow before, and it is so fantastic when you get there and you go on those trails because it's all downhill. Yeah. But then when you turn around and you have to go back, it's really painful because it's all uphill.
Yeah, so you're walking with a bike and pulling your bike.
Oh, yeah.
And, my legs hurt.
Panting, and it's a little tricky. But, I think it's going to be so nice to have that option to go into the city. And not even just for commuting, just like I want to go for a bike ride and go for a picnic into the city.
Yeah.
It'll be nice.
Now, of course, you do have 2 kids, and Ruby and Aiden. Now, when it came to naming them, because Alberta just released their top baby names, and pretty much, not just top, just pretty much every baby named in the past year, and there's some weird ones in there. But when it came to naming your kids, did you go to one of these lists to see what's going on?
I didn't check the popularity list. I definitely checked like all of the baby books, all that kind of stuff. We had some very specific criteria when it came to names because I didn't want anything that could be shortened. I wanted something with like 2 syllables. Like I had all these different things.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it sounds like a lot of work.
Well, didn't you have some criteria for your kids' names?
Pretty much, if it didn't rhyme with something, they could be made fun of.
Really? That was your criteria?
That was the biggest one. You go through it and you're like, Ruby Booby. Oh, sorry. Good job. But no.
So you're one of those.
Yes. But that was the biggest thing. And honestly, we looked at the popularity lists as something you don't want.
Yes.
Right? Because you don't want to be, Noah is huge on here, right? Noah H. Oh, here, Noah J.
For
here.
sure.
Right?
I never had that problem growing up. I was the only Lauren in my school. Oh, there was no Laurens at all. I actually got made fun of when I was a kid because a lot of people would be like, oh, my dad's name is Lauren, which is the boy version of my name, spelt different, pronounced different. But no one was named Lauren. Like, it just was not a popular name. You probably had like the odd Eric.
Yeah, a lot of with the K's as well. And you're like, good luck, kid. But Amanda was pretty much our big name.
Okay.
There's a lot of Amandas, a lot of Kelseys as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's definitely a concern. Like, you wouldn't want the name that everybody had.
Now, you got to imagine a lot of Olivia's. Mm-hmm. Pretty much Olivia's been top 5 for the past 10 years.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Noah.
That's
right up
Liam,
there.
What other ones? Oliver,
Emma.
Theodore, and for the women, Olivia, Charlotte. I know a lot of Charlottes. Ava, I know a lot of Avas. Emma's, Amelia, Sophia, and Abigail.
Yeah, those are all really popular, really beautiful names, but very, very popular.
Yeah.
It's nice to kind of stand out a little bit in the crowd.
Yeah.
But some unique names as well.
Oh, yeah, like Chickadee.
Yeah.
I'm all down for the unique names. So one problem is when you're naming a baby, it's a baby. It's so cute, it's just a baby. That baby's going to turn into an adult.
Yeah.
And then you got to, right, do you go by D? That wouldn't be bad. Hey, what's your name? D?
What
cool.
if it's Chick? Is Chick a boy or a girl?
Chickadee?
Well, I don't know.
I don't have.
And is it derogatory if it is a girl than to call
her Chick?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Well, see, there's all your criteria.
I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, and exactly. It's a name that could be shortened. I don't want a name that could be shortened. No. And Tuba. Tuba,
yes. Like Archangel. There's a couple in there, and they used to have an app that you could go through and see how many kids were named that in each year. And we were using it a lot when all my friends were getting pregnant and going through names and all that stuff. So I wonder if that app's still going. But this list is it's just hours of entertainment.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's a big decision, though, right? You don't want to be the parent that, your kid's constantly going to you saying, I hate my name. When I was a kid, I didn't like my name, and I always said I wanted to change my name. My mom's response was always, you can change it when you're 18.
Well, what would you changed it to?
I don't know. I think when I was little, I wanted to change it to like Crystal.
Oh, nice.
I really like
something
that
shiny.
in like the 80s. Yeah. But then when I got to be 18, I'm like, I'm good.
I
like
right.
my name.
Yeah,
We're good.
exactly. You grow into it, and that's who you are. When it came to naming my kids, my daughter is named Parker. Up until like month 7, she was going to be named Marley. And then I made the joke. We didn't know what gender a baby we were going to have. And I said, man, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Wouldn't it be fun if we had Parker as a male middle name? And my wife said, how about a female first name? So my daughter's named after Spider-Man.
That does not surprise me at all.
Did you ever connect those two?
I feel like I have thought about that before. Yeah.
So that's the fun one. And she loves it. She tells everyone, I'm named after Peter Parker.
Oh, really? Yeah. See, I feel like I would be hesitant to tell my child that, because what if they were not a fan of, that character?
They have to be, right? Or kicked out. Right?
Nice. No. You're not part of the family anymore.
Exactly. You're out of here. And also, we got to join a lot of Cochranites up in Edmonton, where literally 2 of Cochrane's was fit in one building. Garth Brooks,
it's incredible. Commonwealth
Stadium. You and I, we go to concerts sometimes in Calgary, and it's busy, but it's never like this.
This was just... Honestly, it was insanity. I feel like that's the only way that I could describe this. Getting in, for me, I got there a little bit before you did.
Yes.
So getting in was fairly smooth-ish. Yeah, because I kind of beat the super-duper rush. But then the lineup to get drinks, insane. I bet you we waited in line for, I want to say, an hour. And I know I shouldn't have done this because I would never tell my kids, but we cut ahead of probably well over 100. Well, the thing
is, were they chatting and you're just like, okay?
Oh, it was not a nice, well-formed line at all. No. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to miss the concert if we stay way at the back. And everybody was cutting in line. So we're like, this isn't happening. Yeah. So we just kind of like veered way past a ton of people and still waited in line for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
It was insane. And like, it was like, we were like sardines. There was a guy standing next to me who literally was dripping sweat, dripping. So I kept on like trying to inch to the side, and I was like, just don't drip on me.
Yeah. Because it was a hot day. It was outdoors, but 60,000 people. And we wanted to meet up for a quick photo for Cochrane now, right? We're hardcore. So I was in A, you were in N. And we're like, let's meet up. We went this way and hit a wall of people. And we're like, this wall isn't moving. Yeah. I don't know why. So we went this way and hit a wall of people.
You got to push your way through that wall.
You couldn't push because everybody was pushing. And we eventually met up. You can check out that great photo.
Oh,
we're like,
awesome?
Hi, click, okay, bye, to our seats.
You took the photo, in which usually you're like, I don't take selfies. So that's why I was like, you can take the photo.
Because I'm always taking selfies, yes.
Well, you're younger. You're the younger generation.
I'm hip and jiggy with it.
I feel like when I met you, you had a selfie stick. So like you're like...
I did, yes. Yeah, and then we left it somewhere.
So you're like a selfie master.
Yes.
I don't take selfies. Yeah. That's not a thing. So I was like, I'll trust you. You'll take a selfie. But then, not to diss your photo skills, but you had like the whole like top of the roof behind us.
I was really surprised though, and really like, wow. When I handed it, we took it with your phone. I handed it to you, and of course, usually you're like, let me see, let me zoom in, and you're like, thanks, bye. I was like, all right, I guess that was good.
Because the concert was about to start, and I knew we had to get through like tens of thousands of people back to our opposing ends of the arena.
And it's funny because the opener was up there doing his thing while we were taking the photo, and I thought for sure it was Dean Brody. I've told everyone it was Dean Brody. It wasn't Dean Brody. I don't even know who it was.
Mitch Rossell.
Oh, there you go. Good old Mitchie boy. Sorry, man. Everybody thinks they're Dean Brody now.
I think you're the only person who thought that.
They look the same.
But you
anyway.
couldn't even see him. He was like a little speck on the stage.
And Candace Davies, who co-hosts the morning show with you, she is just adamant that Garth himself has said, you know what, after this huge stadium tour, I want to just go to dive bars. I want to show up on stage to a couple of hundred crowd and just play, surprise them. And she's like, he's coming to Cochrane.
Stranger things have happened, right? We can hope.
We can hope. We can hope. I think he'll be coming along with Disneyland.
I always wanted to see him when he did his acoustic show in Vegas.
In Vegas.
Like, that was kind of the dream. I missed that boat. Maybe he'll do it again, though.
But if you've never seen Garth, he's 60, and man, I've seen rock shows, I've seen pop shows. None of them match his energy.
He
It's
runs.
insane.
He doesn't walk.
No.
Like, he literally from side to side on the stage. He's always running from one area. Like,
Exactly.
Not that I'm not knocking his size or anything, but I don't know why he's not like a really, really skinny little
like
man.
Tim McGraw, right?
Yeah.
Like Tim McGraw's ripped.
Totally.
And I've seen Tim McGraw. He's not running around like Garth.
No.
Right?
Like Garth, man, that guy, he's got his energy. It's insane.
There's a reason why he's so big. But that's everything that's been going on in Cochrane this week. Of course, Canada Day is coming up on Friday. We will be down at Medford Park having a ton of fun with you. And if you want, you can grab this podcast on all your favorite podcast services. You can watch the YouTube video up on CochraneNow.com as well. Have a great one, Lauren. You're off next week.
I know.
You're off, so I'm sure I can drag somebody else in.
Figure something out. Maybe Connor the intern.
There you go. Or you just get a 12-minute monologue for me. Anyway, have a great one.
You too.